Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with this electric bike. He says it's so fast, reaching speeds of 40 mph that it feels like he's cheating. Apparently he looks like he's casually pedaling while the bike is doing most of the work. He describes it as quick and responsive, with a really comfortable suspension and seat. He's tested it on various terrains, gravel, streets, and sidewalks, and reports that it handles well without any sliding or loss of control. One thing to note, our reviewer mentions that this bike is quite heavy. He also had a slight learning curve with the front forks, but once he figured them out, he was able to fine-tune the jounts. He did mention that his shoes rub against the front tires during sharp turns, but it's not a major concern for him. While the brakes work, he recommends considering larger diameter rotors for the kind of speeds this thing can reach. The pedal assistance control took him a little while to get used to. He's already planning modifications, like adding a case to the rear rack for storage. He's also thinking about disguising the bike a bit to deter theft, which is a valid concern. Replacing the battery is easy, but the bike can still be ridden without it. He highly suggests investing in a good locking system and a better helmet, even recommending a motorcycle helmet due to the high speeds. He's really impressed with how little effort it takes to get up to speed and maintain it. You can even use the motors alone to cruise around 20 miles per hour. But if you crank up the pedal assist and shift into a high gear, he says you'll be flying. The ride itself is quiet, mostly just the sound of the tires and the wind. This client notes it's been a while since he rode a bike, and he's looking forward to getting back in shape and saving money on his commute. He considers it an investment, highlighting the speed, efficiency, ease of parking, and exercise benefits as pros. The cons are the inai.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer was really impressed with the design and construction of this electric bike. The aluminum frame has great welds, which speaks to its overall quality. Initially, there was a problem with the front wheel motor not working, but the company's support team was incredibly helpful. They guided our reviewer through some diagnostic tests to pinpoint the issue, and then sent a replacement motor. The client was able to install it without any instructions, and felt that anyone with even basic mechanical skills could manage the same. Once the new motor was in, the bike really showed its power. This client was able to reach the advertised top speed on level ground. As a point of comparison, this person owns 2 other e-bikes and put this new one to the test on a steep driveway with a significant climb. The bike performed impressively. A reviewer who is an electrical engineer noted some interesting details about the power output. While the bike boasts a high peak motor capability, the controller limits the actual input to the motors. Also, running both motors at full throttle would drain the battery relatively quickly, though it lasts much longer at more moderate levels. The riding experience is enjoyable, almost like riding a motorcycle. This client does mention that the pedal assist feature on e-bikes in general can feel a bit disconcerting due to a slight lag, making the bike feel like it's lurching forward momentarily after stopping pedaling. The bike's assembly was straightforward. The instructions are adequate, and there are videos available that would be helpful for less experienced folks. The only downsides mentioned were the initial issue with the defective front motor and the fact that the instructions didn't explain how the pedal assist level affects the top speed even when using just the throttle. Once the motor was fixed and this detail was figured out, this client rated the bike highly.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer isn't typically one to write reviews, but this purchase definitely warranted one. Our reviewer bought 2 of these electric bikes and was pleasantly surprised by how simple they were to assemble. Everything needed for the setup was included, which was a huge plus. In fact, they were so eager to try them out that they even started charging the batteries while putting the bikes together. The real test came when they finally hit the road. This client described the experience as super fun and easy to get the hang of. The bikes handled hills with ease, even the notoriously steep one on their street. The battery life proved impressive, lasting quite a while as long as they weren't constantly riding at top speed. And speaking of speed, they really do zip along. It seems these electric bikes have also turned heads in their neighborhood. Our reviewer mentioned that they frequently get asked about them by curious onlookers. Beyond the product itself, this client was also extremely impressed with the customer service provided. Overall, they consider it a great bike and the best customer service experience they've ever had.
That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.